know the rest, Papa, make your grace now they speak for them. Nobody in the island of know it all, no, no. I say with a humble beginning deserves a massive turn up, oh God. Papa, now you there for pursue, when they get to pursue, you be one way, God, you the show up when I look at you. Oh yeah, because some do you.
Hello viewers.
Oh yeah, from like that is not to the best.
Information, they say, is key. And by key, do well to join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. live on Facebook and on YouTube. We are Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Hello viewers, I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than the Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
Looking for a studio to run online radio shows, podcast series, record jingles? The Cedarwood Luxury Studio is highly equipped and available to give you the very best of studio experience.
Hello everybody, this is Vivian Imako, the ED, P1 Perfection Business Investments Limited, and you're listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Keep it locked. God bless you.
All right, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to yet another amazing moment on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. My name is David, and it is the Morning Delight Show, the very first for the month of July. You're very much welcome wherever you are under the very sound of my voice. Trust you had a wonderful night rest, and I hope your Wednesday morning is going fine as planned. All right. Yes. Okay, so today we just want to sit down and just have a conversation. I was wondering, where's my music? It's not playing in the background again. Okay. Yeah. All right. Welcome, Lagos. Welcome, Nigeria. Welcome, everyone, to the Morning Delight program. Like I said earlier, it is the very first edition, the very first for the month of July. It's exactly 4 minutes past the hour of 10. What are you up to at this very moment? As always, I'd love to hear from you, where you are, what you are up to, And do not forget to like, to comment, and to share. This morning, I would love to have a conversation, something I started some weeks ago. Yes, challenges facing the Nigerian youth. I remember some time ago, I began this conversation, and I had an anonymous guest in the house. And this time around, I have a guest in the house, but not anonymous. He's here live and direct, sitting with me in the studio, looking like a fine boy with his hands on his cheeks. Lagos, Nigeria, and everyone in the environs. Let's give it up for the very first time on Nigeria's first real estate radio, Victor Ogbonna. Yeah, so Victor and I we've come a long way. We've come a long way, long way, all the way from Agodo to Ikotun, the Alimosho environs and every. And by the way, shout out to Alimosho local government area. Shout out to Ikotun. Yeah. So if you live in that environment, big shout out to you. Yeah, thank you. Victor and I mean, we've come a long way. We've been childhood friends. We grew up together. We attended the same church. We attended the same.
This information are giving is.
Allow me to give the information. We grew up together from the same environment. Agodo. He was living in Amudalatu Street. I was living in Akela Street. So his street was behind my own street. We attended the same church. We didn't attend the same primary school, but we attended the same senior secondary school. And then after secondary school,
you skipped a part in that senior secondary school. You didn't tell them the.
Yes, it got to senior high school. Yeah, it got to senior high school.
And you didn't tell them who I was to you in the senior secondary school.
I don't understand. Who were you? From where to? Who were you, Seth?
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, wait. Who were you?
I mean, I was a senior prefect here. I was a senior prefect, and I remember I would always scold you. Yeah, let me talk now. I remember you were a perpetual latecomer, and I would always scold you. I would always scold you, and even after that, every now and then you still have to come late.
It's not your fault.
I mean, look at us now. We've come a long way.
How long is the way? So yeah, Victor and I have, like I said, we've come a long way, and we've actually had something like this doing some time ago on a different platform.
Yeah,
and it just alerted me from nowhere. You came out from nowhere and said, "I see you around. Oh, you're not enter studio movie.
Yeah, so
just run one
let's run it.
More post pit on top mic together."
Exactly.
As it be that year, you know as it be now. That year on Reflex Radio. Oh, all right. And of course, that's a beautiful sound I love to play from a friend and brother in the person of Sammy Cruz. Now, Sammy Cruz is now an international boy. All right, so yeah, the conversation before us is, challenges facing the Nigerian youth. Yeah, challenging facing the Nigerian youth. Now, let me read something before we segue quickly before we go deeper into this conversation. I read, I think the last time I had this conversation, I read this particular line or this particular paragraph. It said, the so-called Nigerian youth that claimed to be representing the interest of the Nigerian youth at the federal government are above 50 years, and that indicated the gloomy future of the Nigerian youth. Now, this is it. They say, we are the leaders of tomorrow. 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 And, there was a time that they campaigned not too young to vote, not too young to run, or not too young to vote.
Yeah.
And they now said they want to give opportunity for, people. We are beginning this conversation from the leadership angle now. Yes. So let's begin the conversation from the leadership angle. And the fact that, yes, we are the leaders of tomorrow, not too young to grow agenda came some time ago, all in the name of trying to, give youth a political position. People like Desmond Elliott and all those people started, occupying. And then, just like what I've just read now, it said, even the one that they say they were youth to be represented at the political level are above 50 years and are above. Now, I want to ask a simple question. Before God and man, do you ever see Nigerian youth with youthful age occupy political position with the way our democratic and political system is going in this country?
First off, that statement, we are the leaders of tomorrow, I think is to me personally, I don't know about any other person, is a very wrong statement because I remember back in the university days, we had the SUGs, we had the departmental leaders, we had the faculty executives and all of that.
Yes.
So we must be leader of today. We are leaders of today. So if you are saying we are leaders of tomorrow, these elders and the senior ones and the statesmen and elder statesmen, they're just taking advantage of that statement. You understand? To put us to
sideline us or give us
Let me
hope.
not speak English. Because at the end of the day, that statement, it's a kind of like a deceiving statement. You understand? Like you just feel relaxed. Oh, we are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah, so let's wait till tomorrow.
Let us wait. Let them do their thing. Then tomorrow we'll take over. We are leaders of today. Let us take the
bull by the horn.
The bull by the horn. Yes, exactly.
Now, who do you think? Because we have Tinubu regime now, and all the regimes that have come to pass. If you are given an opportunity, say okay, okay, and we heard on Cedarwood Luxury Radio that one Victor Ogbonna said they are the leaders of today. That cliche, that's the leaders of tomorrow cliche is a big scam. Or come and occupy a political position. Are you going to accept it?
Definitely, you would want to. I would not just put it me. You would want to. I would want to. But then it is a process. It's a process. You have to go through that process of becoming a political minded person. You understand?
And that is where the mistakes. That is the mistake that many youths are making these days.
Yeah.
In as much as we want to occupy political positions, we want to get things right. We want to, we want to vote and be voted for. How many percent of youth have voters card? How many of them are active in political affairs?
How many of them are in
parties, political parties?
Yeah, exactly.
Even from the lowest level
down to their local constituency. Exactly. So for you to become a public administrator, let me not use a politician. To become a public administrator, you have to be involved in from your compound to your community.
I like that, from your compound.
In fact, not from the compound, from your family, from your household. You either take the position of being a secretary, or being the one to announce when there will be family meeting.
Yes.
You understand? And down to your compound. Oh, I'm in charge of collecting NEPA bills, and you do it judiciously. You understand? And then coming out to your community to participate in one or two or let's say voluntary services. You understand? Then we can now take it a notch higher. You understand? So you just coming out say, oh, we want to participate in politics. We need to be involved in politics. Yeah, you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the know-hows of how to run a constituency to start with. You understand? So we have to be involved in political parties, in rallies, in campaign. You understand? So,
yeah, I get it. Now, let's digress a bit. You studied political science.
Yes, please.
In the prestigious, and they said there are only 2 universities in Nigeria.
Unilag and the rest.
Now, you studied political science, and you were able to, scale through, graduate, and all that.
Yeah.
Now, you don't use your mouth talk, say you have to be politically active. Ever since, I knew before, even when you were in school.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know, but I'm just, assuming you were politically active during school days. Are you still active now? Because many of you people, you will study political science, you will now go and be looking for work in chemist or in pharmacy.
Yeah.
So are you politically active now?
In a way, Not directly.
In what way? If it is in the way, what's the way?
I would say indirectly. I'm active in the sense of following up with politics, day-to-day politics, with what is happening in the country. You understand? But as an act, I'm not involved. So we have politics as a
Is there a
field.
reason why you're not involved?
Yes, we presently I need to source for a way to get income. You understand? So when I'm now well stabilized in here, we can now forge or go into that. But presently,
You're into some voluntary stuff.
Presently,
Are you?
Presently,
Yes.
yeah, presently, as a Nigerian youth, you need to cater for yourself first.
before you're thinking of any political.
You need to except you've gotten some form of you understand financial stability.
Yeah.
Because you will need to spend. You will need to
That's
get yourself well grounded.
So that you don't go into such position and the next thing that is coming to your mind is money that you can siphon to settle family issues. Very true. Very true. Very true. Let's try to, okay, so we are still, I was about going back to the conversation. We are still digressing, and I've asked you about, your political involvement and, the level of your political involvement. Now, what do you do currently? Let's talk about you a bit. Yes, let's talk about you a bit.
So over the years, we've tried venturing into one or two income-based jobs like tech, you understand?
Yes.
Farming. And yes, farming is a very lucrative.
And that reminds me, talking about farming, somebody sent a flyer to me that one university is giving tuition-free admission to anybody that wants to study agriculture.
Yeah, it's something that we are overlooking, actually. It's a very lucrative business.
So what aspect of farming are you into?
Yeah, so I'm into the cash crops, you understand? And we have an estimation what we plant should germinate, should harvest itself in the space of 3 months. Yeah, so that we can get our profit and all of that. And we're into cash crops, we're into legumes, we're into fruits and the rest. But at the end of the day, agriculture in its own,
yes,
it's a very profitable business.
And people are not even, especially the young ones, they are not. Everybody wants something that will make them.
And I took the advice from our ex-president who told us to.
Oh, somebody said I got the advice from a madman. I thought that was what you wanted to say.
He's not a madman. He's not a madman. He's actually a wise guy.
No. Somebody said I took the advice from a madman.
Yeah. So he one of the convocation, I think, was it last 2 years or so?
Yes.
In I think UNN, he advised the graduates go into farming. Everybody was abusing him. Everybody was cursing him. I took it personal, and I'm like, oh, bro, this is what I'm going to do henceforth.
I think I'm interested in going into farming.
Yeah,
honestly, because
you can actually start little. You understand? You can start, and if you go back to our history, if you go back to if you go back to our childhood, we had our parents having farm at the backyard.
We plant beans, we plant all those kind of little vegetable, all those kinds of
exactly.
things.
So it's something that we could,
and then if I go to market, say that Ugu they say so. We had farming foundation now.
So instead of me going far, trying to get to where my hand cannot, let me start with, you understand? And then on the other side, so into tech, I do designs, user experience and user interface. We help you design your app, we help you create some fine design. And this is not graphic designs. Because I feel insulted when people say you're a graphic designer.
No, why? No, so, now it shouldn't be.
No, because we are way ahead of them.
You're not getting unnecessary pride. You see, we are here talking about challenges Nigerian youths are facing, but there is pride.
Guy, you need to take cognizance.
You're a designer, yes or no?
Yes.
I'm not calling fashion designer now. You go feel. But no, I mean, whether graphic designer or web designer or you're sure a designer.
Yeah. And lastly, actually looking into real estate. It's a crazy part that some of us the youths are not even talking about or even looking into. Like it's a wild. Let me just say wide. It's a wide, very wide aspect that.
And yeah.
That, I mean, that when once you are in, is you get to accumulate this generational wealth.
Yeah,
you
exactly
understand?
what I think it was. I can't remember if it was what I was talking. Yes, exactly what I talked about on Monday at the during our real estate market trend program. I talked about the fact that yes, we need to advocate for younger people to do real estate, and real estate is wide.
It's vast.
It's not only about buying and selling land. There are at least up to 10, if I'm not mistaken, 10 aspects of real estate. 10 aspects of real estate that
currently I've been watching videos, I've been doing research, I've been listening to lots of Donald Trump's because he's into real estate too. A lot of his talks with his friends about real estate, about removing yourself from debt, about removing yourself from that low income category, you understand? Not just making you yourself wealthy, making your generations ahead wealthy, like you having to make this money at this young age, realizing that real estate is the real deal, you understand? And then in your late 40s and 50s, and then you are relaxing to enjoy all of this. And it's not just joining or investing into real estate. It's about knowing having the in-depth knowledge. It's about knowing the analysis. It's about knowing the cause, the tenets of real estate, investing in it, and swimming around it. There are lots of
learn
stuff to learn from real estate. So I am holding it to my heart. I declare it for my back. Real estate. Second half of this year, 2025, we are moving into it straight up.
So only you they do real estate, only you they do.
I mean, as a Nigerian youth,
design,
that's what's
only
up.
they do farming. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now let's tilt the conversation back to the challenges. Some of the challenges the Nigerian youth are facing, and we've looked at it from the political angle, from the leadership angle, and the fact that yes, in as much as young ones want to go into politics and want to do politics and want to take over leadership in Nigeria to do better. Quite a number of them, irrespective of the fact that they have the zeal, the passion to do it, they don't have the resources and they are not given the platform. And faced with economic factors and challenges, many of them just prefer to hustle and just leave leadership to the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and so on and so forth. Now, let's make it more personalized. Let's make it more personalized. What are the challenges that you've faced so far as a youth when it comes to making progress, making ends meet, and every other thing? Because we can just sit down here and say, oh, Nigerian youth are faced with this. If we personalize it, then we are speaking reality.
Yes.
Let's begin.
Yes. So let me talk about me personally. So I think the Nigerian system does not allow for financial capabilities for the youth. You understand, to go about their said goals and what they want to
aim
achieve.
to achieve.
Yes, you understand. So we don't have that structure where you are going to the bank, you are asking for a loan to do this, to be able to carry out this, to be able to do this one, to be able to do that one. We see in the foreign countries where you can access loan, you have student loan, you have
even the student loan that they want to.
You have numerous loans. The guy can access to carry out whatever.
The structure.
There's a structure on ground. You understand? So that is one of the basic challenges we have. Then secondly, the economy itself. I don't know if I would say it's the government itself that is compressing, especially those of us that are trying to come out on our own, trying to create businesses, trying to set up structures and all of that. You see governments coming to clamp down on these young people. You understand? Without giving them the how do I say it? Without giving them that leverage,
yes.
Without giving them that opportunity, without giving them that chance. You understand? Okay, for example, now you're having a delivery service, and then you have bikes, and then you want to get a dispatch rider, and then you want to carry on with your business. You setting all of that, you have the tax collectors on the road charging you for bike fare, whatever. You have the government officials coming to tell you that, oh, with this bike, this is this. At the end of the day, when these things happens to you as a person that is starting up, I mean, there is no way for it to move ahead. You understand? So at the end of the day, what I'm just trying to say is that, in general, is that we need government to give us that open hand, like, guy, you are my children, come in, experiment what you want to do. Let us see how we can help you. Let us see how we can give you loan. You understand? Let us see how we can use government facilities to improve. We see some of the youth, some of the engineering guys creating one or two things, but then there is no support. There's no support. There's no leverage. There's no backing up. You understand? So at the end of the day, you see some of these dreams die.
Yes, that's true.
I know for a fact that in some foreign country, they see you creating a fabric in a very creative way. They're picking you up. The industry is picking you up. The textile industry, they're picking you up. They're bringing you in. They're putting you on high phones. They're taking your ideas and they're allowing you to use your ideas more too. You understand? But yeah, in this country, we don't have that structure. You understand? So it's basically all man for himself.
Basically, all man for himself. This is a point where we just quickly take a break. Then we'll return and continue the conversation. Do not forget, it's the Morning Delight show on Nigeria's first real estate radio. Do well to be part of the conversation via the comment section. We'll be right back in a jiffy. Yep.
By Cedarwood, here in the city of Aba, just 5 minutes off the Osisioma, popular Osisioma flyover. You can be this. Let me shock you now. This particular estate is just behind the Abia Polytechnic permanent site.
if you are a wise investor, you will secure many plots here in Lodge City because of the reason that when this school kicks off, students will look for a place to reside and lecturers will also look for apartments to stay. So this estate is also directly opposite Arab Construction Company at this Aba Owerri Express Road. You can be this. From here to Osisioma flyover is less than 5 minutes. So guys, what are you waiting for? This estate goes for just 4.5 million naira. This is a promo price, but I bet you'll be wowed because in a few weeks we are going to take this estate back to its main price, which is 6 million naira. Why not get a plot right now that is 4.5 million naira? As you can see, this is a wonderful, magnificent estate gatehouse. The property has been fenced right round already. It's 100% table dry land, and this buy and build. So as a wise investor, I will advise you rush and grab a plot right here at Lodge City by Cedarwood immediately. Do you know why? Because the school is actually going to kick off very, very soon, and students are looking for places to reside. As a wise investor, secure a plot now that is still on promo. Just 4.5 million naira. A plot of 44 square meters is yours. The gate is already fenced, and this is a gatehouse, and it has been plot demarcated. We give instant allocation immediately after your payment. So guys, so what are you waiting for? Hit me now. Let's close this here.
All right, you very much welcome. Do well to subscribe to the Cedarwood Lodge City by Cedarwood right there in the beautiful city of Aba. And great one, nice one. All right, yeah. So Victor is still in the house and we are still talking. Something came to my mind while we were having a conversation. While we're just, talking. And I want to play an audio. If I remember earlier before the show, I would have, installed the video in the software and we'll just play it directly. Now, this is it. People who, before that video, people, quite a number of Nigerian youths have traveled abroad. They've Japa. There was a time that Japa syndrome was trending on social media. And it was a thing, it was in the news, and, people had a lot saying. Now, those who have traveled abroad probably stayed there for a while. Even if not 3 days, immediately they don't get phone, their tongue don't change. They begin to see themselves, I don't know if it is true, but this is what I'm just thinking. They begin to see themselves superior to those of us who still the area, we still the Lungu. And then we were the Lungu. We can't see those ones where they abroad, If we begin to feel inferior to them and they begin to feel superior to us. I don't know if it is reality or if it is just me thinking that way.
Let's don't take it too far.
Okay.
It's the current debate that is happening between the islanders and the mainlanders. So, I recently heard.
Exactly.
I recently heard one celebrity say, Ashmushi Abozani, he said it will take 24 hours for you from island to get to mainland. And I'm like, Kilo wade bayi, Kilo de. And I've had some of my friends say they spoke to some girls and immediately they mentioned that they are from the mainland and the girls are saying no, it's a no-go area for us. So let's now highlight it as it is. Now these people have left the shores of the country. They've gone out. They've seen higher technologies. They've seen the 21st century creativities. You understand? And at the end of the day, you cannot help. It's an unconscious act You understand? Because I'm coming back and I'm meeting people still queuing to enter bus. where I travel to, I will just paste my card or swipe my card. Or I would be at the bus stop. A bus that is for 10:30 will be there by 10:30. And we are leaving by 10:30, not 10:31. You understand? And I'm in a system that is well structured. Guy, even though I spend 1 day there, if I'm coming back to Nigeria, I'll be highly pissed off. And we let's now come to the humans in particular. We see how people are well coordinated in the abroad, in the so-called abroad. We see how people carry themselves. We see how the magic words, the thank you, the please, we see how things are well structured, well dignified, well organized. You understand? And then you're coming to come back to Lagos. God, and you're asking yourself, you are going to Ocean, and you're asking yourself, is there a war? because the rate at which people do things, you understand? So now let's now bring it down to the youth.
Okay.
I'm out of the country and I'm seeing youth, I'm seeing young people, young men and young ladies with innovative creativities, innovations, creating new things, bringing ideas, making sure that the society is a better place. You understand? They are trying to amass wealth for themselves, trying to become a better person on every level, every day.
Yes.
You understand? And then we come back to Lagos. Reverse is the case. A young guy like you is at the bus stop. He wants to get what you have. You understand? You give the little you have is the problem.
They want to force it out of you.
You understand? So the dynamics are totally different. So that's why when you come back from a well-developed country, a first world country, and then you come back to a third world country, I mean, you would not help than to feel some kind of way. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. I get your point. Now, let's begin to draw the curtain and bring this conversation to a close. I quickly want to play an audio. I came across a Facebook. Let's just listen to it. Okay. Now, this is it. Now, before I play the audio, so that we'll know where we are going to, we can go on and on and on and on to make excuse for the fact that, yes, the country is challenging, the economy is not suitable, the structure is not right. There are quite a number of things that is limiting the Nigerian youth from making progress and doing what they would love to do to the extent they would love to get to and all that. But in the midst of all these internal and external factors, people are still making progress. Yeah, people are still. Young people out there are still buying cars, building houses, and doing well for themselves and their family. But when we want to compare the percentage of those young ones, Nigerian youths doing well for themselves in the country, it cannot be compared to those that are, still trying to find their way and, try to, have their feet strong. So let's listen to this.
Than now. Walk with me. There was a time in this country, in order for you to earn a living, all you needed to do was attend school. It didn't matter whatever result you came out with, just attend and graduate. You have a job waiting for you. Then at a point, you moved on to graduate and have a 2-1 or a first class. Then at a point, you became graduate with a first class. Then at a point, you became graduate with a master's degree. Then at a point, you became graduate with a master's degree, but go abroad and get a certification from university abroad. Then at a point it became, don't just go abroad, get a certification from an Ivy League university abroad. Then shortly before COVID, there was a hard reset. It's like the world said, forget all of your qualifications. What skill do you have? That's when content creators came into the space. That's when tech bros came into the space. Can you code? Can you create content? Can you shoot videos? Can you take quality photographs? Futurists have come to tell us that what is coming next is going to be, forget your skill even. The selling point will be, who are you as an individual? There's never been a more important time to focus on personal branding than now.
Yes.
Walk with me. There was a time in this country,
So it says there would never be a more important time to focus on personal branding than now. Now, from the audio, the person there illustrated the fact that there was a time that you just need certificate, you need to go to school, you need to
Exactly.
graduate, to
Yeah.
get certifications before you can get a job and all that thing. And then COVID, post-COVID, the question now is, what do you have? What
Can you
do?
offer as a human?
Yes.
As a person? That's a deep question.
That is it.
That's a
So,
good question.
irrespective, we don't want to end this conversation in, oh, yes, the Nigerian youth are suffering. Oh, yes, the government is not trying, the structure is not in place. If you don't, at the end of the day, this is what we're trying to say. You don't have an excuse.
Exactly.
You don't have any. Say you know go school, no be excuse now again. Say you know write for egg, you know at least you can see, you can hear. So you don't have any excuse again. The question is, who are you
As a person.
as a person?
What can you offer?
What can you offer?
What can come out of you?
What can you do?
What can you think of?
What can you innovate?
What can you do standing on your 10 feet?
What can you create?
What can you walk to and look at it and create an idea out of it?
What can you So you see it now.
Yes. Can they just give you a mic and then you start talking without script? Can you
Can you do
can you
something?
assimilate?
Can you do something?
relate?
Can
you bring out things from your mind without anybody?
Forget English. Forget saying that. Forget say Chinese. How many Chinese people they speak English?
And let me tell you.
See Ronaldo. Have you heard see Ronaldo's English?
Let me tell you.
He speaks English, but not.
There was a video I was watching, and then
Messi, yes, Messi doesn't speak English.
there was a video I was watching, and I saw how the Chinese people who sponsor their youths, their young ones to American university, after they are done, bring them back to China and fix them in the industry.
Yes. I saw something like that on X.
Yeah.
I think Indians or Chinese or something like
even
that.
the Indians do that. And at the end of the day, in as much as we want the government to invest in us, the youth,
Yes.
what can you as a person offer? What can you do? What can you bring out from the inside of you?
You know, before God divided the Red Sea, he asked Moses, "What do you have in your hand?"
Exactly.
Before he multiplied the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, he asked, "What is on ground?"
Exactly.
What else? Before Moses' snake swallowed other snakes, so there should be something that would be an outstanding factor.
Exactly.
So you have no excuse. Forget the Nigerian factor, forget the economy factor, forget the African factor. Now you go still stop yourself by yourself.
It's just like waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah.
And the opportunity is there, and you don't have anything to offer the opportunity.
Exactly.
The opportunity will just go. It's just like somebody coming around and saying, "Oh boy, you look like a prospect, a highly talented person. Bring your passport. Let us do visa, and let me take you out." And then all of a sudden you say you don't have a visa.
So if
you don't have the passport.
If we want to bring it in the media
So
space
you have to be ready. You have to be ready so that when the opportunity come, you grab it. Imagine when the opportunity come and you don't even have the certification.
You know, I was listening to radio some time ago, and somebody was saying something that the banking sector in the abroad is different from the one here. That in abroad, in here, they will need you to submit this, submit that. But in that place, they just want to know if you can speak.
Are you eloquent?
They just want to know if you can. They just want to know if you can. Then once you
can read
can,
and
then
write.
they will give you what to work with.
Exactly.
But when you cannot, then opportunities will continue to pass you by. So at the end of this show, we're trying to let every one of you out there know that you must develop yourself personally. Your
On a
personal
daily basis.
personal development is key, because opportunity will not come to you the same way it came the first time. With this viewpoint of mine,
I hope I've been able to confuse you.
and not to wait. What is you say? You are evil. All right, thank you very much, Victor, for coming around. It has been
Thank
an
you,
interesting
thank you.
conversation. God, thank you. Morning Delight has actually been a beautiful delight this morning. All right, thank you, Lagos, Nigeria. Keep the conversation going even after the end of the session, and we'll be in the comment section to engage you. All right, a quick announcement. If you're interested in being on this platform, you want to feature on any of our radio programs, do well to show your interest by sending us a simple WhatsApp message. Numbers are right there on the screen, 09133833507. Business person, irrespective of who you are, what you do, and where you are.
Sorry, can I call my account number as phone number?
My brother, call the account number after the show. All right, so thank you. And also do not forget that the Cedarwood Luxury Radio Studio is highly equipped and readily available to give you the very best of studio experience. So if you're out there, you're a podcaster looking for a platform like this to take advantage of, a studio like this to take advantage of, you want to run online radio program, exclusive interviews and all that, send us a message. We'll be glad to hear from you and be happy and willing to do business with you. Thank you very much. We'll be back at 1 p.m. for the Real Estate in Nigeria program. God bless you all.
Papa, no let me just rise and fall, no, Papa, oh, no. Yeah. As the rich they want to they on top, nobody like to they below. I they work to make my money, so baby no go they happy. They my guys them.
Time check.
8:44 p.m. Nigerian time. You guessed right. This is Billionaire City by Cedarwood, Amashai Quarters, Obanam. And we are glad to announce to you that our solar-enabled lamps now keep the estate lit at night. It is a fulfillment of one of our many promises to you to deliver the first tech-themed estate in the city of Asaba. Other development stages include water supply, completion of perimeter fencing, gatehouse, estate office, sport complex and variety block, housing the tech hub and co-work space, fitness center and spa, as well as grocery store. Before plots start selling at 25 million naira per 464 square meter, we invite you to subscribe today.
For everything we've done here, it's something that one should be happy about, to see that people are actually embracing this property idea, and that today we've had the maiden fiscal allocation exercise here at Billionaires Resorts by Cedarwood. Congratulations to you.
So this is your plots, plot 7. You can see this is the starting between. That's the second one, that's the third one, and that's the fourth one.
Making it 50 by 100.
Making it 50 by 100. And this is the road that is serving your plots.
Tell us, how was fiscal allocation exercise on the plots?
Yeah, it went well, and I must say that I'm really surprised getting this allocation, because I was thinking it might take up to 3 weeks, 1 month. But I'm surprised that barely 1 week, it's not even up to 1 week he paid. He has already gotten his allocation today, and you know the joy of every client is to get physical allocation upon payment. That's what matters. So I'm so happy, and wherever he is now, he's also happy, because I will send the videos to him.
All right, so let's see you smile in celebration of that. Thank you. I like that you're happy. And at P1 Plus, we like to see all our clients happy. Now, Daniela is representing our client here for the fiscal allocation exercise. And the same thing applies to everyone who subscribes. Fiscal allocation here at Billionaires Resort by Cedarwood is done between 24 hours to 7 days max. So, Daniela, given that the fiscal allocation exercise has been done and you're happy about it, what can you say about all the processes that led to this fiscal allocation, from the inspection to the subscription, a service at the office and on site?
Okay, you know the main thing is inspection. First of all, the client saw the video. So most time, before people even come for inspection, they already see the video. So once you see the video of this property, you come for inspection. And upon inspection, you're advised to fill the subscription form immediately, because the property is already on the verge of price increment. And once you are done with your payment, believe you me, you're getting your instant allocation.
So your client is there 37 and 36.